And Nathan, the prophet, anoint him there, king over Israel, and blow ye with the trumpet, and say, Yahweh save King Solomon.
Yahweh what?
Save King Solomon.
That's when you're about to anoint a king, you say Yahweh save the king. Or like how we just say, down here, God. How do you think they get that thing, God save the queen?
Yeah. God save the queen.
They got it for stole that from our history.
How will the devil like that the queen? Right, continuing. Right?
Because I mean, you guys are Jewish.
We are
the Jews.
Israelite. You too.
Because the word Jew come from the word Judah. Now this kingdom here, there's three kingdom here, which was the southern kingdom, they were known as the Jews. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. So the word Judah was the head tribe. So they call the whole province the Jews. So that's how we end up with that terminology, the Jews. We are the Jew.
Right. Give me Revelation.
Last week you asking some boss questions.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. He said, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
The Lord God talking to his people. He say, I know all the works, tribulation and poverty. I know all the real power. But then he come and tell me, but I know all the rich. How we rich? Because the kingdom of heaven belongs to us. Read.
And he said, and I have known the blasphemy.
He said, but I also know the blasphemy.
Where's blasphemy? That's no. Where's blasphemy? Huh?
Blasphemy is cursing, obscene.
But lies.
Actually, bro, what the word blasphemy is a wicked, filthy lie. A lie is an abomination. You know the Bible says lying lips is an abomination unto the Lord.
He said, and I know the blasphemy of them which say they are the Jews and are not.
Who's saying they're Jews? We don't. No black. Those so-called black men don't come out here and call we Jews.
Wait, what? You say it loud for the camera to hear.
So we don't even know that we are Jews.
So it couldn't be we. He said, Cliff and they that say they are Jews and what?
And not. He said, but are the synagogue of Satan.
And how ironic. These white people, they actually worship in synagogue with the black hat and the thing coming on here, and all of them doing so by the way they want in Jerusalem. Not so? The Bible called them the synagogue of Satan. Who is the real people of God? Look them standing up here.
I can bring a scripture for him here. Isaiah 14.
Come back to here.
Let me just get Isaiah 14 and 2 for him. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14.
No. Get Jeremiah. It's Jeremiah 14 and 2.
Jeremiah?
Yeah, Jeremiah 14 and 2.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2.
Yeah.
He said, Judah mourneth.
He said, Judah isn't mourning. You know, mourning means lamentation, suffering. That's what he said. When he said Judah mourning, meaning that Judah, the tribe of Judah will be in suffering in the land of their captivity. Read.
And the gates thereof languish.
And the gates thereof what?
Languish.
The gates represent the leadership of his people. Will be languishing. Because Marcus Garvey tried, Malcolm X tried, Louis Farrakhan today, he had no trying, but he failed it. So all the black leaders, they say at the gates, which is the leadership of our people, is languishing. No more good leaders anymore. Go ahead.
They are black onto the ground.
What color is the Jews?
They are black onto the ground.
The Bible says the Jews are black onto the ground. Go ahead.
And the cry of Jerusalem is going up.
And the cry of Jerusalem represents the people. The cry of the people reach up unto the Lord.
So the people in Israel right now who calling themselves Jewish. Now that word ish on the end is a suffix which means something like or something pertain to. So if you have on a jersey looking something like red and I say you have on a red-ish jersey, it's not red. But if I say you're acting girl-ish, it means you are acting like a girl, but I'm not saying you are a girl.
You understand what I'm saying? So when they call themselves Jewish, meaning to say they're trying to take somebody's nationality and put it upon themselves when they are not.
Alright, we're going back to that same Jeremiah 14 to right, black, right? When they say they are black onto the ground, right? The word is kada.
What?
Kada. Kada. But who was Kada in the scriptures? Kada is a son of Ishmael, right? When they go into that meaning, Kada, to be dark.
To be what?
To be dark.
So the scripture.
Can you see it? Watch it for yourself. You see any terms, terminologies?
It means to be dark.
Because Kedar was a son of Ishmael, right? And he was a very dark guy. So, bring out the scripture here, Shalom.
This is the Song of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1.
1 verse 5.
Sorry, Shalakia.
1?
Yeah.
1 verse 5, you sure?
Yeah,
Yeah,
1
yeah,
verse
yeah,
5.
yeah.
Right,
Get with it.
so I still don't care about that. Still don't
The
care.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5.
Yeah.
I am black,
I am what?
black,
Solomon say, I am black.
but comely,
But beautiful or handsome. Read.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem, because Solomon are the women. He said, I am black and comely or handsome. O ye daughters of Jerusalem, go ahead.
As the tents of Kedar,
Are the kids of Kedar, same thing.
as the curtains of
As
Solomon.
the curtains of Solomon. There is a poet there, there's a poet there. Poetic in this one. Pause for a call, let's go back to the
So
page.
that means Solomon was what? A so-called
A
black
so-called
man.
black man.
He wasn't a white man.
So them people who play Jews right now, they are not the real Jews.
But the scripture just showing that they are the son of
So we'll
Satan.
continue now, right? Yeah. Right. All the eyes going to open, this open. All the eyes going to seriously open. But history going to give to all of you. Right? Yeah. It may be that the Levites named this river after Gihon in Israel, and or this is the Gihon mentioned in Genesis as the river that flows from the Garden of Eden and runs through the whole land of Ethiopia.
Wow! In the Bible, how we demonic pastors and tell me them things?
Like that over there.
How does fool and them they wouldn't say that? Why even telling people that? It's emancipation there. Tell them the truth. Read.
Referring to the whole of Africa.
Referring to the whole of what?
Africa.
Read the whole of Africa. In your Bible? Yes. Go ahead.
So we have Levi and Judah living side by side in West Africa, and we understand that the word of Yahushai,
Actually, read it for me.
yeah, well I would say Jesus, right?
Right.
His true name is Yahushai, right?
Jesus.
Right?
In
Embodies,
fact, use the name. Use the
Yeah,
name.
use Yahushai, yeah.
Let all people get familiar with
familiar with the name,
Can.
right? From the word of Yahushai,
Salakia. Salakia.
embodies both the priesthood and the sovereign. He is the great high priest and the lion of the tribe of Judah.
So, they say, Yahushai, who the world knows as Christ, he said is the high priest, but he's also the lion of the tribe of Judah. Where we can find that? Revelation 5. Just get Revelation 5 just to prove that.
When they say Selassie is the lion of the tribe of Judah.
Wrong,
right?
wrong.
Selassie is
wrong,
not our people. Selassie is an Ethiopian, a Cushite,
Which
also
one?
known as a Hamite.
Verse 5.
Right? This is the book of Revelation chapter 5 verse 5.
But,
He said, and one of the elders said unto me, weep not.
Uh.
Behold, the lion of the tribe of Judah,
Wow.
the root of David,
the what?
the root of David.
We don't understand our Bible, don't want to understand what's going on. We did lie about our history. We are the Israelites, the root of David. When you talk about, when they hear these things now, it's telling me, wait a minute. They don't really know what's saying. But I used to read it, I used to see this thing, but it just passed over my head. Go ahead.
Right?
It's not Selassie.
When disseminating this information, we must remember that the Levites are the sons of Aaron and therefore the brethren of Moses. Right? Therefore the brethren of Moses. Meaning of the name Ashanti and the sons of Aaron, they gave the cities of Judah, namely Hebron and Ashan, with her suburbs. Somebody get from the First Chronicles chapter 6, you're reading verse 57 going down to verse 59.
You're reading verse 57 going down to verse 59.
First Chronicles chapter 6 verse 57 down to 59. No
Yeah,
more
that
than
word,
59.
in the Bible and the pastor, and you think about it, he wouldn't come and say, you all are the Israelites, they would have shot.
Where you all congregate on sides.
Arima.
Arima, we coming from Arima.
What do you call it? No, not Cipriani.
Concrete road.
No, inside what do you call it?
Tunapuda Garden.
Tunampuna Gardens. Tumpuna
Gardens.
Tumpuna Gardens. You're willing to learn
If you
now.
all willing to come classes and
Because we willing to teach you, because this year is a history.
yeah, we have classes.
I mean, so,
What you think?
what you think to come and spread this to you?
But they all hold
Well, right. Every
Sabbath?
Sunday. foundation.
So if you just know, you ask if we hold Sabbath, you say? Yes, Sabbath, yeah. But
Well, the
Sabbath,
Sabbath finished 6 o'clock today.
Sabbath was today.
Yeah.
Because the Sabbath is contrary to popular belief. Sabbath is not Saturday.
Friday, Saturday.
It is according to the new moon.
Yeah.
It is, yeah, it is,
We will get to that because you're asking questions. What we got reading for you here, it's going to answer the question where you now ask concerning the Sabbath and whatnot, right? Let's have a little patience with patience with us.
Right, bring it
Yeah,
up.
well,
This is the
but
book of
they spoil
1
you.
Chronicles, chapter 6, verse 57. And to the sons of Aaron, they gave the cities of Judah, namely Hebron,
Namely what?
Hebron, the city of refuge, and Libnah with her suburbs, and Jatir, and Eshtemoa with their suburbs, and Helen with her suburbs, Debir with her suburbs, and Ashan.
And what?
Ashan
Ashan. Well,
with her suburbs.
Ashanti. The word Ashan is the place, when you put the word T together, is the people. That we call them Ashanti. And that was one of the villages in Judah. Read that.
Right? Ashan equals the name of the city located.
Ashan, read it up again.
Ashan equals the name of the city located in southern Israel.
The writer who wrote that, he said Ashan equals the name of the city. Where?
And T equals race of people of Ashanti.
Right, so Trinidad is the name of the place, but Trinidadian is the people. Simple. Read.
Right? The breastplate on the central figure of the herald, priest or Sene, is strikingly, now this is a priest, a priest who is in Ghana, right? In Africa, right? In a part of the Ashanti tribe. Now listen this. Right? The herald priest or Senate, the breastplate, I'm a matter of fact, look it up on my phone now, but you know what I'm talking about. With the stones, the breastplate with the stones, Google it. The breastplate with the stones.
What the writer was saying here, when you look at the Ashanti herald priest, the breastplate that he had on, when he looked back in the Bible, it is the very same thing Aaron had on. So his conclusion was, how could these Ashantis actually be the children of Israel when actually seeing the very thing that the Bible says Aaron had on? Look, this guy happened on.
Yeah. Let me read it.
So what is,
yeah, go ahead.
so what is the Christian people trying to do? They're trying to hide our history. Read.
I had to read it. Huh?
What's the point of doing that?
What do you mean, what's the point of it?
Oh, what they gain from it? They gain mental slavery. They gain you believing in this guy here. Who that's come from you? They gain you believing in this guy here.
It's different from the actual.
Yeah, we can read that. You see that way, seeing there? We could read that for you right inside the same Bible.
And it doesn't validate him looking like that.
It doesn't validate him looking like that.
The Bible, the Bible says he looks like this.
Something like
Yeah, something like this. I
Oh,
like how
this is
he
the
says.
closest image of
Image.
how he looks.
Yeah,
Not that.
Not this demon there.
not that.
We'll
Definitely.
break down all the lies for you just now. That's our patience. That's our patience.
Go ahead.
Now,
That's
this
our
is the
patience.
breastplate here, watch. This is the breastplate the Levites and them used to wear.
And what he saw in Africa, he saw the herald priest having the very same thing.
Which represent the 12 tribes
So
of Israel.
how could it be? How could the Ashantis have on the same thing? Could it be? Is it a big coincidence? Or is
For lock and line. Order brothers. Order. For lock and line.
like
The better they want to see it too.
See it?
the very thing Aaron had on is what the Ashanti priest, the herald priest had on. So is it a coincidence? Or the scholar is actually trying to say they are the actual Hebrew Israelites?
Right? I'm going to continue. Right? The breastplate of the central figure of the herald priest Osene,
The what?
of the priest Osene,
Yeah.
is strikingly similar to the breastplate of the high priest among the ancient Hebrews.
Among the ancient who?
Hebrews.
Yeah.
A matter of fact, go back in time. Go back
Yeah.
where it was now in the right? Among the ancient Hebrews, even to its division into 12 parts.
Because the Ashanti priest, the stones what he have in it, it is the divided into 12.
Representing what?
12 tribes.
Pull up the chart. Representing the 12 tribes of Israel. Every single stone is a representation of each single tribe. Every tribe have their own stone. Where you think they give me this thing called birthstone? The idea of birthstone come from.
And it's so ironic, it's 12 months in a year. You see that now. This is why we can explain to you that was the conspiracy. When I'm going to Psalm 83, he said that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So that is why a lot of you all know, I ain't getting on your brother, let's hear him out. That is why a lot of us into what? Into Islam, into Rastafarianism, into Christianity, Ethiopian mythology, Egyptian mythology, all these things, all this confusion, because why? They rip us and stole us our identity, our history, our everything. Now we thinking, as you say, he is an African, when he is not. You thinking that he is a Trinidadian, when he is not. We're not angry with you. Because why? That is what he was taught. So now everything now you have to learn, you have to bring back yourself down as a little baby learn again, learn everything all over again.
Yeah, because what was the whole height also is that they will keep us far from our God. They know if we keep calling on Jesus and God, they know we're calling on something docile, something that really don't exist. But when we start to call on the name Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, which who the word ignorantly call God and Jesus, they know those names have power.
That's right.
They know those names have power. So when we start to call on them names here now, they say, nah, they're waking up. We don't want them to wake up. That's the whole like Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is who the word ignorantly call God.
The meaning of the word Yahweh is He exists.
And Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai is He is salvation or He delivers.
That's right. Right?
You have to keep yourself on close.
Hold on.
Order.
Just to back up the brothers and then what they say.
Order.
Right? And the confusion here. What the Lord say? This is Jeremiah 17:4. He said, and thou even thyself shall discontinue from thy...
Read it slow.
And thou, even thyself...
Even thyself shall what?
Shall discontinue.
Discontinue meaning?
I'll break it up.
Yeah.
Shall discontinue, which means what? Stop. Go ahead.
From thy heritage.
No Christianity.
From thy heritage.
No religion.
From thy heritage.
From Islam.
From thy heritage.
From thy heritage, because the Father gave us a heritage. He never gave us religion. He never gave us Christianity. None of these things. He gave us a heritage. He never gave us holidays. He gave us holy days. Now, how we discontinue from our heritage is because we made a covenant with the Lord. We made a covenant with Yahweh. And our ancestors broke that covenant. Right? Yeah, we broke that covenant. How? By disobeying the laws, statutes, and commandments. The Father never gave us Christianity. Let me say one. Get Christmas summer, because we have Christmas in the Bible.
Jeremiah 10.
Let me see if Christmas is something to celebrate or if Christmas is a demonic thing.
Because after this day, brother, you're still breaking the law. Look, we still shaving the sides of our beard and all these things the Lord didn't want us to do.
He said eating crabs, lobster, and that's what God said us to do.
Yeah.
But listen, Jeremiah 10. He said, hear ye the words of the Lord, hear ye the word which the Lord speak unto you, O house of Israel.
No house of Africans.
Not O house of Israel.
I read it slow, continue read it slow.
Thus says the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the East Indians, learn not the way of the Chinese, learn not the way of the Africans, learn not the way of the so-called stinking white man who is the oppressors, learn not the way of these people. These people are heathens. Heathen means non-Israelite. They do not belong to our nation. Go ahead,
He said, and be not dismayed of the sign of heaven, for the heathens are dismayed of them.
which is the stars and whatnot. They worship the stars and the moon and all these things, right? Continue.
He said, for the customs of the people are vain.
Which is nonsense. Vain is nonsense, nothing.
No meaning.
Well,
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
for one what?
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, well,
The work with the hands, with the workman, with the axe.
Right? Which is what the Christmas tree, because it is not a cut down here, the Christmas tree. Let me be truthful, brother. And people that cut down the Christmas tree, it's only in Trinidad here we don't have no pine trees. So they go buy a Christmas artificial tree. Right? So go ahead and now the scripture say what? Learn not the way of the heathens, right?
Verse 4.
Go ahead.
He said they deck it with silver and gold.
The what?
They deck the tree with silver and gold.
Where it is doing that Christmas tree? Where it is doing that Christmas tree?
Exactly.
They just deck this Christmas tree with all with the silver thing and the gold thing and the balls
Little
and
balls
whatnot.
and you know. Yeah.
Continue up
They fasten it with nails, bam, 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 down to the ground.
make it to
to
stand
make
that,
it upright.
that it stand upright and it shall not move.
Right? What the Christmas tree represent? Penis worship.
The worship of the phallus. It goes way back to Egyptian mythology.
Right? The tie around your neck. When tie around your neck, where you feel the tie represent the phallus. A big penis around your neck. You all, right? You all have a lot to learn. Because they have brain, I won't say brainwash, the brain dirty our people. And making us think that, making us follow all sorts of wickedness.
You have something to do
Easter
about
is
Howard?
not supposed to thing.
One more scripture
Celebrate.
before you go back into history.
Yeah.
Bring it
Bring it
out.
out,
The
Howard.
book of Zephaniah chapter 2 verse 1.
Bring it out.
Say, gather yourself together, yea, gather together, O nation, not desire.
We say gather yourself together, own nation and desire. But who desire we? But you shall, you not here and see, you can't go in here and say, well, as a Negro and you know, we all brothers that we going to do a business here with you
I
now.
think it's Mute is the name, it's Mute who own Prestige Holdings, because Prestige Holdings. You can't go to the owner of Prestige Holdings and say you want to do business with him.
Or the owner stand there and say, you know what? Let me go half on our business because we are all brothers.
Which is Ansama Carl, which is Sabga and them.
And the really funny thing about it is only we people that push that brotherhood among with the other nation will push that with we. Read.
Right? I'm going to continue now. Good, right. With its gold, with thing into 12 parts, with its gold disc in front satisfies the description of the Mesnifet as given in the Jewish encyclopedia. A tiara or perhaps a peculiar wool turban with a peak to the front of which bear a gold plate with the inscription, Holy unto Yahweh. Now listen this. Raise up.
Yeah, give him
When I
the
get
right
up, when I get
number.
up.
Yeah, I know you probably want to go.
Yeah.
So what the exchange number?
Just let him get in contact with our brother now.
Right, but listen this, brother. The customs, the Hebrews in West Africa, the customs, right? Number one, the circumcision.
Hold on. The exchange number, what's your brother? Yes, brother, if you want to study, you can exchange number to it. Nothing wrong.
Alright.
Go ahead.
The circumcisions, the division of their tribes into 12,
Because Israel always doing that. They always divided the tribes into 12. Go ahead.
blood sprinkling on their altars and doorposts.
From that time to this time, that the custom, blood sprinkling on the altars.
Which is the Passover.
Which represent what?
Passover.
The Passover. Read.
Marrying of their brother's wife after death.
Marrying of the what?
Brother's wife after death.
And you can find that in the book of Deuteronomy, right?
Yeah.
Bring that out. Bring that out.
And again,
Watch this and let me see how similar. Let me see what this reminds you of. Listen this.
police paper set from
Hold that frame there.
against Deuteronomy 22 or something.
You understand the gate, you know what
If brothers dwell together, that is scripture, eh?
Yeah. You fall there.
That's no brothers, hold on, eh?
Take it easy. Good.
Right, I find it.
Right.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, verse 5.
Yeah.
I will listen to the
And let me see what it reminds you of.
But you are getting Tell me what this remind you of.
He said, if brethren dwell together, and one of them die and have no child, the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger.
So you see that what the Ashantis was doing. They don't marry unto a stranger. You just come read that part in the history again.
Right? Marrying, number 4.
Just exactly the same thing in the Bible.
Marrying of their brother's wife after death.
Right, so let me continue.
Right, read that again.
He said, if brethren dwell together and one of them die and have no child, the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger.
Who she
Her
go marry?
husband's brother.
Her husband's what?
Her husband's brother.
Like what we read in the history, the Ashantis doing that. Aren't we not the Israelites? Yes, we are.
Right.
Her husband's brother shall go in unto her.
Your husband's brother shall what?
Shall go in unto her and take her to him to wife.
That is what the Ashantis doing in Africa. So we are the Israelites.
Yeah.
How hard I can understand? But you want to be Africa? What redemption there is in Africa? The kingdom of heaven isn't promised to the Africans, you know?
Then,
Read that.
right? He say, and perform the duty of an husband's brother unto her.
No, I want you to be plain.
Let's know. Let him finish.
And it shall be that if the firstborn which she beareth shall succeed in the name of his brother which is dead.
So if the husband brother go on to his wife and she be a child for him, the brother will name that child after a son, right? Will name that child after the father.
After the dead husband.
Which is the father.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, which is the dead husband? But you know, actually, he playing his brother's role for him.
Means keeping the brother's lineage to follow.
Beautiful. In that, watch me. We have a real serious tradition, right? Read that.
What?
Right? He said, verse 6, and it shall be that the firstborn which beareth shall succeed in the name of his brother which is dead,
Well,
that his name be not put out of Israel.
that his name be not put out of Israel. That his name will live on.
Yeah.
Well,
And if the man,
hold on, that is how close brother is supposed to be. Brotherhood, that is how close brother is supposed to be. The Bible tells you how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity.
That's right.
Well,
and if the man like not to take his brother's wife, then let his brother's wife go up to the gates of the elders and say, my husband's brother refuseth to rise up unto his brother a name in Israel.
so hold on, what are something like here? I just had to hear it. Wait, something like here. Think about it. What are something like here? Read.
Right? He
What are
will,
something like here, you bro? You know it's something like to me? It's something like a fireball Nigerian movie. Did I see that in Nigerian movie?
Oga, I tell you, my husband brother do not want to come to raise up children unto me now. No. He do not want to come on me too because so he can raise up children to keep his brother's name going on. You just see it in the Nigerian movies.
he will
You
not
just see it.
Why? Because we are the Israelites. Huh? Read.
can. He said, he will not perform the duty of my husband's brother, verse 8. Then the elders of the city shall call him and speak unto him. And if he stand to it and say, I like not to take her, then shall his brother's wife come unto him in the presence of the elders and loose his shoes from off his foot and spit in his face.
So she come and take him in the elders city. When they go to them Nigerian movie, they only taking the problem to the elders of the city. And she
square.
To the village square. And what she gonna do, she gonna lose the shoes and they have the tradition and spit in the face. I remember seeing a Nigerian movie with the exact same thing. You dishonor your brother. You is a shame for out to our family at disgrace, and she tells you back. That is us. We are the Hebrew Israelites. It's hard to understand that.
Can.
Read.
And shall answer and say, so shall it be done unto the man that will not build up his brother's house.
So that is what Moses said. So now as when we understand these things, we get to realize, boy, we're supposed to be happy with the Israelites, boy, and get glory and honor to the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Because the Lord chose us. He could have chosen another nation, but he chose us as his children.
Bring a scripture to prove that.
Joel 2 and 27. That's one.
Nah, I'm not going to tell you.
Going back to the issue.
Right? Yeah. Right? Marrying of their brother's wife after death, separation and purification after childbirth. Right?
That is back in the Levitical law. If a woman bear a boy child, she remain unclean 7 days. So all of that is part of our law, which we was supposed to keep. Go ahead.
Right? Uncleanness after childbirth.
Uncleanness, I mean, same thing I'm now saying, uncleanness after childbirth. Go ahead.
Number 7, uncleanness, because there's a wicked, nasty thing our men love to do, right? Because why we following the ways of the other nation. Listen this, uncleanness during menstruation.
Yeah, because
you're not supposed to do that. Go on a woman when she having she periods.
Exactly, because she's 7 days she's unclean. Anything she sits on, touches, it becomes unclean.
Brothers don't get like to break traffic light.
Yeah, like to break the red light. Right?
Can't break traffic light, that's unclean unto you.
And to answer your question here now, number 8, new moon celebration.
Because the Ashantis
Go
know
ahead.
that the customs of their forefathers, which is the Israelites, depends on the new moon. The Sabbath, everything depends on the new moon. All the holy feasts of the Lord, the high feasts of the Lord, depends on the new moon.
Yes, that is the spirit of Shalom.
No, Friday, Saturday, it's like tradition of man.
Scripture. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 66 verse 23. And it shall come to pass that from one new moon to another, and from one Sabbath to another,
and from one what?
And from one Sabbath to another, shall all flesh come to worship before me, said the Lord.
All flesh, because why this Sabbath coincides with the new moon.
The word Sabbath is moon. The word moon go back to month. The new moon is the beginning of the month. So that's how we celebrate the Sabbath. Not Friday, Saturday, that's their shit.
Because watch this. You will read this whole Bible here, even if you read it like a novel, you will never in that Bible find Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You ain't gonna find that. You will find day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Even if it is the 25th, like say the 25th of this month, they go say the 5 and 20th day. If it's the 7th day, they go say the 20th. They say the 27th, they go say the 7th and 20th day. They would never say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No.
That was stuff made up by the white man.
By man made, because watch me, Saturday goes back to Saturn worship. Sunday goes back to what? Sun worship. Monday goes back to what? Moon worship. I forget what Tuesday go back into. Thursday go back to Thor. To worship and Thor. All the name of the days of the week goes back to Greek mythology.
Because remember we are not the Greek, we was under the Greek captivity. We learn all this mythology. Our people say, let us make a covenant with the what? With the
heathens. Even the months of the year also is named after Greek gods and whatnot.
Because when I read the scripture, you will see the 10th month, the 11th month, the 12th month, the 9th month, the 8th month, the 7th month.
January,
you never
February,
see
January, August.
So that all that was there hiding our heritage.